Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and welcome to a very, very exciting video today in which we are going to be taking on not one, but two Wingspan pros. That's right, we're going to be up against Adam and Aidan from Full Tuck, the Wingspan podcast. So these are two very knowledgeable gentlemen when it comes to Wingspan. They have been doing this podcast for a while now, and I thought it was time to take them on, see who is going to come out on top. Now, if you're not already listening to the Full Tuck podcast, you definitely should go and check Adam and Aidan's content out. It's fantastic Wingspan chat every week. They cover different topics in the game, and it's just nice to listen to, get a fresh perspective on this game that we all love. And of course, I featured as a special guest on one of their episodes a few months ago, so you should definitely go check that one out, as well as their special episode with Jamie Stegmaier from Stegmaier Games as another special guest. So lots of great episodes, lots of great content, and I'm sure much more to come. There'll be links in the video description to Full Tuck, the Wingspan podcast. Do go and check it out if you haven't already done so. And all right, with that, let's jump into this game. Let's see how we can get on taking on two Wingspan professionals at the same time. So diving in, we are going first, which is always a good sign. So let's see what we've got in our starting hand. Okay, all right. Looks like we're getting in the forest here. Looks like the start of a very nice forest engine. Valerie Swallow, always nice. And Galar, top tier bird to be getting in that forest as well. So definitely liking those. A little bit concerned about the card access maybe, but I'm hoping with some tuck and draws in the forest with that swallow, we can find something good to get us some cards, because gotta say, there's nothing really in that tray that's going to help us out. But at the same time, yjkogan dove is exactly what you want going for a forest engine. So I'll definitely be pretty keen to pick that up. So take a look at the bonus card as well. Okay, behaviorist, always tempting. I think especially with a forest engine, you can look to pad out the grasslands and the wetlands with non-brown powers, and hopefully, something like that. Yjkogan dove would be a very nice one to begin with. So I think I will go with behaviorist, see what we could do. And it's definitely going to be Swallow and Galar. And I think it will be an extra card, and we'll check the bird feed to see how we can approach this. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be playing the Valerie Swallow first. We'll take food, maybe take food a couple of times, then look to lay eggs and get this Galar in. So given the fact that actually maybe if I'm going to take food twice, maybe I'll keep the extra card. I think in these situations, maybe to be honest, Brown Falcon is maybe slightly more likely to be played, but I think in these situations where I know I'm going in the forest and I know I'm going to get lots more food, but I don't have the card access, I think in a starting hand like this, it's a good idea to keep the extra card, use that for cycling, and hopefully, as I say, get something good to find more cards. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to lock that in, and we'll see what Adam and Aidan are going to pick in their starting hand, and see if it's good enough to tackle this forest engine, or the start of a good forest engine that we've got here. All right, here we go. Onto our first turn of the game. So 3 bird, 3 food, pretty classic. And as I say, we're going to be getting Valerie Swallow into this forest, and that's just such a good start, opening up with a strong brown power like this tuck and draw Valerie Swallow in the forest. So what are they opening up with? Also tuck and draw, but in the wetlands, so Barn Swallow's gone down. That's definitely a nice opening over there. So we're going to grab food, we're going to make the most of this early nectar. And I think, I don't know, the thing is, this Brown Falcon can go in the wetlands. So in a pinch, it's not the worst option to have available. Similarly, this Comateel, but I can't really see myself using that power too much with the lack of egg access. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's really, really tempting, gotta say, really tempting to just grab this dove. I'm worried that they would try and block it from me. And this could be the centerpiece of my game, potentially. So I think I will grab this, just to be sure. Okay, Carrion Crow. Honestly, wouldn't be a bad one to swap out for the Falcon. And maybe, yeah, use that as the wetland bird. But I think, yeah, I want to prioritize the dove here. And the thing is, if I need to go grab more cards, I should have good food access. I should be able to get some nectar and spend it down there. So, okay, is Yurtik going in? Not a bad one in the forest for some food generation as well. So I think given that the seed is here that I want, I'm going to go ahead, grab that reset, grab the only nectar. No nectar for you, lads. Sorry. It's all mine. We'll go off the top of the deck and... Okay, Roadrunner. Not a bad bird to maybe be playing later in the game, but exactly what I'm looking for at this moment in time. So, yeah, given that we've got everything we need for the Galar, I think I'm going to be laying eggs, get that in, and that's going to be so good. And honestly, there are some situations where you don't necessarily want to use Galar too early and obviously give out those free seeds, but they got good food access. They're going to be getting maybe some extra seeds with that Zyuta anyway, so it's fine by me. I'll give a little bit of food their way and get 2 points. And to add to the tuck and draw point I'm getting with the Valerie Swallow, 3 points in the forest this early in the game is very, very powerful. So let's lay eggs. Ordinarily, I might consider laying nectar just to qualify, but I know I'm going to be playing this Collar Dove. That is a great way of spending nectar and just potentially dominating Grass's nectar. So I'm actually going to spend the seed here and give myself the extra nectar to spend in the forest to really push out my advantage there. Because, yeah, these nectar points in a two-player game, they could be crucial. If you lose all 3 of these nectar habitats, you can really struggle because you're just giving so many points away to your opponent. So with the forest engine, with so much nectar that we can hopefully get hold of from the bird feeder, be able to spend that on some nice birds. That's going to be the aim that we go for. So they're laying eggs. Seems like another bird is going to be coming in fairly soon. We'll see what that's going to be. I do wonder if maybe it's in the wetlands, given that they haven't drawn cards yet. So it's probably going to be another bird to go in there. I'm definitely scared it's going to be another tucking bird. Because full tuck by name. Is it going to be full tuck by nature? It is. Bottom swallow and American coot. So, yeah, these guys know their stuff. They go for the wetlands. They love their tucking. We'll see what they can do with that. But for now, yeah, we're going to go ahead, grab some food, obviously grab some of this nectar, and yeah, use this Galar. So we'll get our 2 points. They're going to get a seed. But 2 points for us is excellent. And yeah, I think, honestly, I might just forgo the wetlands this round. I might just prioritize getting the qualitative in the game. And yeah, get the points that comes with that. But we'll see. I could always play it a bit by ear. I mean, given that we're already generating 2 food every turn in this forest, it's not loads of points. We're going to need some food to be able to play birds. And won't be able to spend all of it on this collar duff. But yeah, Roadrunner, I think, can go. I think I'm just going to keep going off the top. And that is exactly why. Because Black Noddy is a very, very nice bird to be going in the wetlands. So I'm going to be playing that as soon as I can. But I may have to wait because, yeah, I've got to keep tucking and drawing on this swallow. I do not want to be skipping those opportunities. So I may well go and draw cards here, spending the nectar just to give me some more fodder, as it were, to be cycling through with the swallow. But yeah, Black Noddy, obviously not helpful for the behaviourist, but 9 points, big point bird, decent brown power as well. So, you know, on the off chances we are drawing cards, we're going to be getting some points, and it's really good for that second end round goal with all of these fish in the food cost. So lots going for it. Which is really, really good to see. So, yeah, it looks like their digging has commenced. So, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Wetlands opening. Seeing lots of cards. Being able to potentially find more tucking birds to add to that. It's forest against wetlands. We'll see who's going to come out on top in this one. So let's grab... No, not food. What I'm doing. So that's going to draw cards. Let's draw cards. Oh, they did take something from the tray. Should have been paying attention. I think that was the hawk. So maybe they're going to look to get that in the forest at some point. But okay, I think... I don't know, I mean, if they're going predators, it's quite tempted to go for the carrion crow. I think I'll go one off the top first of all, okay. But actually, tell me, I don't think I'm interested in you. I'm going to spend the nectar here because I'm not going to play another bird this round. So I need to get rid of it. And I want to keep my eggs. And I want more cards, so we'll do just that. And yeah, I mean, honestly, American woodcock, big point bird, it's kind of tempting. I know I can cycle with that hummingbird, so I'm going to grab that and run with it. And peafowl, that could be a great one to go ahead and grab with the Friday Green Swallow, because they're good for cards. They are flush with card access over here, so I don't mind giving them a couple. But me being able to play a big point bird that gets me 3 cards as well, you know, that's more cards that I can get in a turn of drawing cards. So really, really strong to be able to do that, and yeah, just give myself more fodder to be cycling within the forest. So yeah, happy with how things are going so far, and hopefully as this game progresses into round 2, get some more good forest birds, some more nice brown powers, just build that out, get more food going, and yeah, I think this collared dove could be a great play later in the game, maybe, to be able to turn some of that excess food into points. So we'll see how that goes, but a long way to go in this game. And as I say, it's a powerful start over here. Some good birds already going in. So we've got our work cut out. We've got to watch out for what could be to come. So, okay, they're taking food. So another bird's going to go down. But the peafowl is still there. So I will certainly be grabbing that. Unfortunately, what I can't grab is all of this nectar. But I suppose I will do... Let's do a seed and... Let's do a seed and a fish, because we may need some fish for this noddy later. So you can grab yourself a seed. No, you can't, because there isn't one there. Tough luck, gents. And yeah, we're going to take this peafowl. I think that's a really nice bird to be playing. Situational. I don't always like playing this. I don't always like giving away 2 free cards to my opponent, but in this case, as I say, quite happy to, unless I'm sort of preparing myself for maybe there's like a Bioweaver or a Rosy Starling or something like that to come in, because then in that case those cards are going to be definitely points. So I don't want to jinx it. I may already have done. We'll see. And our end of the round, you can see that we did lose the end of round goal. Now it's not it's not a Bioweaver or similar, but Mockingbird. Wow, okay. Yeah, this wetlands is potent, and lyrebirds come up now, so that is pretty interesting if they wanted to copy my my Galar. But it feels like they're all in on the wetlands here, so I don't know. I don't know necessarily if they're going to go for that, but honestly, I wouldn't mind taking that because I can copy the Azure Tit, get some more food, and as we know, as I keep saying, food is points with this collared dove, so it could be a pretty tasty option. But yeah, I'm going to have to tuck something here. I'm definitely going to be drawing or taking food here. So I think this woodcock might be getting sacrificed, unfortunately. But that's just part of the game. And I'm thinking maybe, because this peafowl is just going to give you some extra cards, I won't have to draw cards for a little bit. So I can probably hold off on the... I would like to get it down this round, the end of round goal. But I'm thinking maybe column 1 could be dove and peafowl, and then I'm definitely getting 3 points. I'll take 3 points off behaviorist. I think as long as you can get 1 column. 2 is nice for 6 points. Anything more than that's a bonus. As long as I can hit 1 column, I'm okay with that. Okay, yes, they did take the lyrebird, so not too surprising, really. But okay, yeah, let's grab some more food. I guess take another fish, because I have no need for rats at the moment. They're going to grab their seed. And yeah, I think, let's say, I'm going to be cycling with this woodcock. Would be a nice one, but the power of the card cycle is stronger than a 9-point bird at this stage of the game. So we'll go off the top. Great blue heron. Okay. Honestly not bad. could be a very nice option to double play later with the black noddy. Would like to do it right now with the peafowl. Unfortunately, don't quite have the food to do that, but peafowl's got to go in. That's definitely going to be my play next turn. Grab some cards. And yeah, still plenty of turns left in this round to try and get the noddy in. And push hard on this end of round goal. Wondering if maybe that's why they picked up that Predator Bird in round 1. Just thinking ahead a little bit. Always useful to do that in this game. Just think ahead. How can I make sure I'm picking up points next end of round goal? Because it's really easy, especially with an end of round goal like this, to just miss out completely because you can't find the right birds. So in a situation where you're drawing lots, not a bad option. And I don't know, maybe Kookaburra could be good for them. A little bit of food access down here in this wetlands. But I think at this point, with all of this card cycle, all of this card access, I think you're looking for, I say, Bioweaver, Main Duck, Rosy Starling, Eurasian Coot, Mute Swan. They're big fans of the Mute Swan, or at least one of them is over on the podcast. So I'm sure they will be licking their chops at the thought of getting hold of that and copying it, of course, or repeating it, I should say, with this northern mocking bird. So yeah, definitely interesting opening to this game so far. 2 very different directions, but 2 potent ones. That's the thing. I'll take you food now, grabbing some nectar. So see what goes down. But as I say, I think it's going to be peafowl. I'm going to put it down here in the wetlands for that first column, and let's spend the rat, because I think I've got my fish lined up over here. So we'll do that. We'll get our 2 cards from the deck. Oyster Catcher, not a bad one either. Sace Phoebe would be lovely if I had some cup nests, which I don't. We'll go one off the top as well. Brambling. Okay. Honestly, that could be pretty good. Now, I'd like to be putting brown powers up here in this forest, rather than teal powers, but it's a pretty good teal power. It's a pretty good teal power. It gets me card access, which I've kept saying this whole game so far is what I'm really struggling with. And it's points. If I want to use the tucks, maybe each round, but maybe just at the end of the game, I can get points off that. And who knows, maybe a cheeky behaviorist helping hand with that teal power. So yeah, that could be good. But honestly, yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, Oyster Catcher, that could also be a nice play with the white power as well. To yeah, try and get a behaviorist column. So I'm wondering if maybe what I try and do. I think Sace Phoebe, I'd so like to keep that. I need more cup nests than just this brambling to feel assured that this is going to be a good play. So I think this might be the one that gets cycled. And I'm wondering if maybe what I try and do is play the Oyster Catcher to get more cards through as well. And then hit them with the black noddy. And I'm wondering if, I don't know, I'd love to be able to get the brambling in this round as well, but I just don't quite have the egg access. Okay, Painted Bunting, panic over, for now at least. It's not the scary bird that I was so worried about. So, okay, yeah, I think, look, it's got to be taking food here, hasn't it? Grab some more nectar, get some more points over here with the Gland. Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. Do I play the brambling or not? I think it's just going to be tough to get it down this round. There is a world, I will say, there is a world where I can get brambling and noddy, and I think I have to play the noddy for the end of round goal. But I'd have to lay eggs in order to do that because I've only got 1 egg. And I needed eggs to play them both. And then, yeah, it sort of ruins the plan of Oyster Catcher column 2 with the behaviorist. So I don't know. Tricky point. Tricky decision point. I think I'm going to get rid of the brambling. It's unfortunate, but I really think I've got to hold out hope on the Sace Phoebe for later in the game, because eggs are going to be important. So, Bronze Cowbird. Speaking of eggs being important, but again, speaking of not having the cup nests, yeah, that would have been maybe nice to play with the brambling. Unfortunately, had to trade one for the other, but Yeah, I think oyster catcher. I think oyster catcher has got to go in. So we will, of course, still have to lay eggs for this play. But I think this will be nice to be able to do that. So yeah, hopefully you can find us some good stuff. And okay, they are spending food to reset the tray. I think it's fair to say it's working out because there's some big birds coming up. British crow, Franklin skull, black crowned night heron. All very nice. All very nice. I'd be surprised if they pivot, but I think they have to take the gull because honestly, it could be one that I could do with to get eggs and cards at the same time. So we'll see. But yeah, those are the kind of birds that you want to see when you're spending food. So I like this. Got to say, good strategy. If you're not liking what you found, spend food. You know, they've got good food access. They're getting seeds through from me. Spend it. See more cards. Get the cards you want more quickly. You can play them sooner and benefit from them for longer in the game. So don't hate that. But from my point of view, it's slightly reassuring because it means that actually what they found so far is not really to their liking. But yeah, they're just seeing so many cards each turn this game. That's the scary thing. And yeah, when it's good ones like that, it's even more scary. They have gone for the gull. Now, I'd say probably, if I had to guess, I think that's just going to be to deny, to stop me getting it. I don't think this is the game, lads, to be pivoting away into the grasslands. But we shall see. It does, of course, help for this in a round goal, so maybe there's something in mind there. And okay, they've taken the night heron. I think that's a good decision to be going with. So, okay. Western Tanager honestly could be a play if I want more food for the dove. And it's a cup nest if I want to go with the Sace Phoebe. So I think I might take food, grab that, and then I'll be able to do my oyster catcher. I mean, the thing is, I could just double play. I could do heron into oyster catcher. And then actually, if I do play Tanager column 3, I'm setting myself up for column 3 behaviorist as well. That would qualify me for the end of round goal. Obviously wouldn't necessarily win it because I think they are going to play something. Is it worth the 3-point swing to get this down now? I think it might be, but I'll buy myself a bit of time to decide on that later. Because yeah, we're going to grab a little bit of food. So I think it's going to be nectar worm. Give them the seed. And yeah, I think I don't know, it's so tempted to keep this cowbird just on the off chance they do pivot into the crosses, but I find it so unlikely. It's so late in the game now to be switching up. So get rid of the cowbird. The thing is, the Sace Phoebe, just the longer it goes on, the less likely that is to be a good play, and it's not going to help behaviorist either. So I'm gonna take the risk and get rid of that and change my mind and yeah, grab this Tanager. Because as I say, I think that could be a good play just to get more food coming through. 6-point bird as well. Brown power. Don't hate it. So I'm 44 points. So we're honestly looking pretty good. Considering we already got 3 birds down, 44 points is pretty strong. I think we are, yeah, swimming in nectar points. But that's the reason that you go for Forest Engine. Well, that's certainly one of the advantages to it. And yeah, this collar dove, really do hope I could play that at some point. It's always wishful thinking to try and get that down at the start of the game, but I think, I say, when there's a bird like this that you know could be so powerful for you, I mean, even if I just use it for the last 2 rounds, it's 10 tucks, it's 5-point bird, it's going to get me 3 on behaviorist, so much going for it. And of course, let's not forget, potentially swinging the nectar in our favour. That could make all the difference there. So yeah, got a little bit of a plan here. It's just about whether I can execute that in the best way. So yeah, I think again, just to buy myself some time, I think probably we'll be laying eggs here. Okay, they've taken food. So probably, I mean, definitely going to lay eggs next turn because they're going to play something. So maybe, I don't know, I'd love to be able to hold off until the last turn of the round here just to be sure of what I need to do, whether it's the double play or not. But I think I've got to play the oyster catcher now. I'd love to be able to wait and maybe just double play. But I think oyster catcher, I think it's like, I don't think they're going to play something that costs 3. They might play the night heron, which they did pick up. That would hit 2. And I don't think they know I've got that noddy. I think that came from the deck, so that could well catch them off guard. They might think, yeah, we're going to hit this end around goal, win it with a night heron. And then we just come in and slam down a black noddy. So yeah, I've got to think about this then. I think it's oyster catcher. I think, yeah, I need the cards. I don't care about giving them cards so much. And hopefully can find something good. So we'll spend an egg. Can we get anything good here? Well, unfortunately. Oh, do I care about giving them purple Martin? I think I don't. I think I got to take the king row for myself. Unfortunately, that is yeah, that's mandatory in this situation. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up with a Mandarin Duck because they're going to take the Martin. But yeah, I need the big point birds. I need the Wetland birds. I need bonus cards, of course, to try and score more points. So yeah, that could potentially be my Wetlands filled up with that double play later in the game. What are they going to play? Oh no, of course. What are they going to pick? Yeah, no surprises. They did take the purple Martin, but this is the thing. They're not going to play that now. And by the time they get the eggs to be able to play it, I don't know. It just feels late. Feels like unless they are able to get, like, let's say Bioweaver or something in there, or Mute Swan, and then they just tuck for the rest of the game. Gotta hope that's not going to be the case. But yeah, I suppose here we can see. I mean, if I don't need to play Noddy, if they're gonna, if they're not gonna hit the end around goal, I could just play King Rail, and that's a better option. And then maybe we look at this double play later on in the game, but. Yeah, this is the advantage in a situation like this of going second, of course, in the round, is you can just wait. You have the luxury of time and the luxury of additional information by waiting, seeing what your opponent's going to do, and reacting based on that. And there we go, Night Heron. So, as predicted, they're probably patting themselves on the back right now thinking, great job, we smashed this end around goal. Hate to break it to you guys, but... yeah, it's mine. So lovely, lovely big point play. Pick it up. The 5 points coming into the next round. And okay, Woodstalk is there. We can potentially upgrade some of these options, but really got to think carefully here because I think getting Tanager in is so key for tempo that I might need to sacrifice a bird for it. So I'm going to take food. I'm going to take the worm and reset. Okay, there's 2 nectars. So, yeah, I think I've just got to do it. I think getting this in and getting the extra food, we're really food poor at the moment, only generating 2 a turn. This is just going to make everything easier. We've got lots of birds that are going to eat those worms or the berries. Of course, the dove can use any of them in the discarding. So, yeah, I think I've got to get rid of a card here. I think it's going to be the Mandarin Duck. You can have your... Seed, no you can't, and now we get a tuck. So, what do we do? Do I just upgrade King Rail to Woodstalk? Quite possibly. Do I ditch the heron? Quite possibly. Do I ditch the cowbird? Thing is, if they are going to be laying eggs, it would be nice to pick up a few, and again, behaviourist points with the cupness of the Tanager down. I think that might need to be the play. So I think we will swap out King Rail. Swap out King Rail for Woodstalk. And yeah, be Tanager. I think probably I'll do Tanager food. Get the cowbird in. Maybe take food again and play the dove. So maybe this heron. I'm going to try and not draw cards again this game. That's going to be the plan. So I'm going to try and use up all of these. So I definitely want to play, let's say, dove, cowbird, tanager. Woodstalk will probably go in last round. And if I could just spend those turns taking food with the dove down, I know every food is a point, and I'm getting 3 points with the tux. And yeah, if I can just turn this heron, this is going to be the spare card. You always need one spare card for cycling. And I can turn that into something else. So they've gone to go grab food. We'll get our tanager down. Yeah, they've got lots of food, but it's a similar situation to me. Struggling for eggs. Really struggling for eggs. So I'm gonna maybe hold off one extra turn on the cowbird, because yeah, if they do just go ahead and play Fireweaver, Mute Swarm, whatever it may be, in that wetlands, then I'm not going to be getting much in the way of action off that cowbird, because they're just going to be doing the tucking. So we'll do our food gaining. But yeah, they do have their eggs down. So yeah, I suppose we'll find out this turn at the very least what they're going to do. Blue heron, I think you got to go, my friend. Jump to swan. It's all wetlands. It's all the wetlands big point birds coming our way. I shouldn't complain, or I shouldn't yeah, be too disappointed, because that's normally what you want in these games. Where you go Forest Engine, but kind of sport for choice. So yeah, we'll see what they do. I mean, if they play grass and bird, I'm 100% playing cowbird, because I know that they're just going to be laying eggs, spending some of these extra cards to grab eggs. And even just 1 or 2 free eggs from this cowbird, remember, with Behaviorist, it's already 8 points. So that's already, you know, on par with some of those big point grass and birds you might already be playing. Think like a blue-winged warbler sort of bird. But with the benefit of maybe a couple of free eggs, it's not just the points here. Those eggs could be, you know, saving me a turn, potentially, if I don't have to go in the grasslands. If I get a free egg, and I can suddenly play the Woodstalk or the Trumpeter Swan without having to lay eggs, that's huge. So, could be game-changing. What are they doing? A little busted, okay. But that has got them an egg. But they are definitely playing grass and birds here, so... this is scary, because I think they are going to play another bird first. Oh, but I feel like cowbird. I really want to get that down. Oh, decisions. Are you going to lay eggs next turn? I think just with all this food, it feels like they're going to play another bird. So I'm going to... I think I'm going to grab some nectar, but the risk is if I grab too much nectar, play the cowbird, either they don't lay eggs, or then I've stuck all this nectar. So I'd want to play the dove. Yeah, I think in that case I'll grab one nectar, but I'm going to play conservatively. Grab the other one as a berry. Okay, I'll grab you as a worm, I guess. Yeah, that works out okay. But yeah, big decision points here. Oh, we've got food cost to play birds as well. Should have looked at that. That's maybe going to sway them into playing these big point birds. Or big expensive birds. So yeah, if I can play these two, that would be lovely. I think just one's got to go there. I'm going to be taking the Woodstock gamble later on. Savannah Sparrow. Now, if I had an egg, that'd be pretty nice, but would also ruin behavior, so maybe not. But yeah, I'm really hoping... I don't know. I'm really hoping they play grass and bird here. But it feels like, if anything, they're probably going to play 2 birds back to back here, with all this food and with trying to push for the end of round goal. I don't think it's worth it for me to lay eggs to play Woodstalk. As tempting as that would be to get up to 18 food spent, I feel like they're going to beat that if they're going to play 2 birds. I'm trying to remember if we know whether they picked up anything big points. I mean, all I can remember is they picked up the Franklin's guy. I don't think that's going to go in this situation. But yeah, I feel like we've not really seen too much else. Their forest is looking very empty, but this is the thing. They've drawn a lot from the deck. We've obviously given them some cards. Oh, they're drawing cards and spending eggs? That seems to be the way. Or no, I guess maybe they're using the night heron. Yeah, they must be using the night heron to get food, so okay. Well, on the one hand, it's reassuring because it means they're going to have to lay more eggs later. On the other, yeah, they're just grabbing lots of food and pretty sure they're going to be playing more birds before this game is up. But yeah, I don't know. Do I play cowbirds? Oh, this is tough. This is a really tough question to answer because I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'd love to be able to play cowbird, get the free egg, and use that to play the dove. And then one turn of laying eggs gets the woodstock down. Whereas if I play the dove, and then I have to lay eggs, play the cowbird, and then I need a free egg even later on in the game, so then get the woodstock in. But the thing is, collar dove this round would be so much more powerful because I can use it this round and next round. I think I might have to do that. As much as I don't want to. So, yeah, let's go ahead and... actually, I don't know. I mean, I suppose they might reset the feeder. I could just play this. Oh, maybe I play this lay eggs. And then that helps me get down the cowbird sooner next round if I need to. Like, take food, play cowbird. Take food twice, play the woodstock, something like that. I don't know, this is tricky. This is a tricky position to be in. I was hoping this game was going to be a bit simpler than this. I think I've got to commit. I've got to play the dove. Let's get that in. I need to be spending this food on those tucks this round. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe woodstock. Maybe it's not the game for you. Maybe, I mean, I'd much prefer to be able to get a grass and bird because that is only going to cost one egg to play. And that one egg could be all the difference. So if I can find... I mean, I'd love that woodcock back from earlier in the game. I'd like something like this painted bunting, you know, if I could find a bonus card giving bird. That'd be great. We'll see, yeah, what the deck can give us, because I think any kind of bird like that, if it's going to come up in a tray, I think they're going to pick it up and they're going to want to play it just as much as me. So yeah, last couple of turns here. If they lay eggs, I'm going to be annoyed, but no. Oh, well, that changes everything. That changes absolutely everything. Thank you, lads, for the free eggs. I will take those with open arms. And, wow, okay. Golden Pheasant's got in. I mean, I suppose it's really good for them because they get 4 eggs, but man, those 2 eggs are an absolute lifesaver to me. So they're definitely going to play another bird. Win the end around goal. That's fine. I will go ahead and grab, yeah, some food. And I don't know, I'm wondering if is it stupid to spend a food here just to try and get some nectar? Because they are now on 4 nectar in the grasses. The thing is, I should be able to catch up next round, so I'm not going to worry too much on that. Make sure we get as much as we can with the birds we've got. And yeah, we're going to need more nectar to come up in the bird feeder on the rerolls than that, because that is going to slow us down somewhat. Black Nick still now. Just getting all the birds that let us draw more birds. A bit late in the game for you. But yeah, I mean, cowbird, I don't know. This is even trickier now because they're flush with eggs. So are they going to want to lay eggs in the last round when they could just draw cards and play big point birds? I don't know, but I think this cupboard will go in regardless. And if I can get a cheeky bonus free egg coming through, I won't say no. Lyrebird's gone in. Okay, so now they're going to try a copy. Maybe my Galar, which, if that's going to give me food, I can always hopefully turn that into points with the dove. So let's get rid of everything that's not cowbird food, just in case. Just in case I do need to get that down early on in the round. So yeah, they do win. Maybe the Lyrebird was just to make sure they win the end of round goal. I can understand that entirely. But equally, yeah, they could well go and take food, get a bunch of points, get a bunch of food, play some birds. Because, yeah, the big sigh of relief is that this full tuck has not quite come to fruition. They've not found Mute Swan or similar, which would have been so powerful this game. But, on the flip side, we've not found the additional pieces to the forest puzzle. So it's 2 boards that started with so much potential and unfortunately maybe fell a little bit flat. But we're doing okay. 97 points coming into the last round is certainly not terrible. I've got some good plays to follow up in this last round. So I think we'll do Cowbird. Yeah, if I can get lucky and flip this still into a grass and bird, then just take food 3 times, play the grass and bird, should have enough food for the dove, hopefully be able to flip grass and nectar. But yeah, with feeders like that we're looking at the moment, not too certain that that's going to be the case. We'll see. We've got 3 chances with the stilt to play something better. Potentially only 2, because I think after 2 I may have to cut my losses and legs and play the stork. But that's where getting this cowbird in early is important, because this is the thing. If they want to play more than 2 birds in this round, they might be wanting to get up to 4 filled columns. They might be worried I'm going to get to 3. And yeah, they are spending their eggs. Okay, they just drew the red knot. So yeah, if they want to play more birds, they're going to need eggs. And even just 1 free egg, I'm going to keep saying this, 1 free egg from this cowbird changes the complexion of my end game. So that can come through for us. That would be lovely, but are we going to get anything flipped up in the trade that interests me? We are not. So yeah, cowbird. Just going to get you in as soon as I can. And hopefully, yeah, I feel like, I don't know, unless they've got really worried they're going to have like bobolink or something like that. But then again, I don't know, if you had bobolink, would you have played that instead of the pheasant? I think you would. I don't think you'd want to be giving away 2 free eggs to me in this situation, so we'll see. Just really trying to read their minds, really trying to see. But I suppose the fact they picked up red knot probably does mean they've not got too many other big point birds. But also, it's not one that's going to help with filled columns, so maybe they're not going to get to 4. In which case, that grass and bird is even more important, because it suddenly, it saves us a turn laying eggs, but it also potentially grabs a few extra points through the end of round goal. So yeah, Woodstalk would be obviously a good play, but I so want to be able to get a grassland bird instead. Hopefully. This could be a nice bonus card bird. We can get something good. I mean, what am I looking for? I suppose like bird counter. We'd absolutely smash that, but equally, yeah, bird counter could be good over here. They have got 3 bonus cards that we've got to watch out for. But yeah, hopefully it's not really the board for taking bonus card gambles with so few birds, so could be a risk. Maybe a risk that we have to take. We'll see what options we have available in the last few turns. And alright, here we go. What have they done? They've taken food and copied variety swallows, so interesting stuff. Yeah, okay, I mean, I feel like unless there's an egg layer coming in, unless there's like a bobolink or something, I think that's got to be laying more birds. Hopefully laying some eggs. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really just crossing my fingers at this point. But for now, all we can do, take food, do the card cycling things, see what comes our way. Good news, nectar in the feeder. I'm going to need as much as that's possible to try and swing grass and nectar with the dove. Savvy's Warbler would have been pretty nice if I could have found that early in the game. Played that, drawn a lot of cards. Not so useful now in the final round. So yeah, we shall see one more. I think I give myself one more opportunity, but I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have to do some counting, because it may be better to just pick up something like that Kingfisher and play that. If that gives me an extra turn taking food, if it's going to help potentially tie this end of round goal. You know, a 3-point bird might suddenly be better than 6 points and a bonus card, just because of the circumstances that lead to it. So, yeah, the inevitable round 4 mathematics. You can run from it, you can hide from it, but it's always going to be there. You're always going to have to do some sums at some point. And we may have to do that here. All right, background to our turn. Okay, Goldfinch. Goldfinch. So, information time. What can we infer from this? Well, they're gonna need eggs, right? You're gonna need eggs, because you're gonna play another bird. I think they are gonna try and go Phil's columns. So, I suppose, how do you do that now? You can't get to 4, because if you've got to lay eggs, that's one of your turns, and then you play something. So yeah, I think. I mean, look, they can't play a bird here without. I suppose, I don't know. Is it gonna, if they cassowary, if they play cassowary, I'm gonna be so annoyed. But that could 100% happen here. But unless it is a cassowary, they have to lay eggs. And it feels more likely to me. I think if you had cassowary, you wouldn't necessarily have taken food. So I think they're going to lay eggs, they'll play a bird, and then use the remaining food for the Goldfinch play at the end of the game. So I really am hoping then I can take this food. I can only grab one of the nectars though, because I think, do I is it worth not grabbing a nectar just so I can grab an extra food? Or do I want the nectar to make sure I can swing grass and nectar? I suppose the thing is that they could play a bird with this nectar and win the grass and nectar anyway. So I'm gonna I'm gonna err on the side of caution. I think grab the extra food. Although, no, let me think about this. If I do grab food twice more, I will have 9. So even if I've spent 3 food on something, I'm still going to be able to use the dove. So, yeah, I'm gonna grab the nectar. I'm gonna grab the nectar, and we'll see what this reroll gets. Okay, no nectar. I may be spending a food to reset that, but we'll see. Okay, do I don't grab the Kingfisher now, because if I'm going to play that, it's going to be last turn, so I can grab it on the last turn. Can I get something better here? I mean, yes, but no is the answer to that. 4 points. I've seen worse. So wouldn't exactly be the move I was imagining to be lining up. But alas, this is where we found ourselves. So yeah, really I'm going to have to count, which I'm not looking forward to. I think off the top of my head, it feels like if I do get the egg, I think Woodstock is still going to be the better play. But it's going to be tight, because it's going to depend on the bonus card. On the surface, Hummingbird will look worse, because it's only 4 points. But yeah, if we do get the 3-point swing on the end of round goal, we save an egg as well, of course, by playing it at the grasslands. Okay, the free egg does come through, so that's going to influence our decision. But yeah, so Hummingbird is 2 points worse at the moment, but it gets 3 more points to the end of round goal and saves an egg. So that flips it around to actually being 2 points better than the Woodstock. Of course, the Woodstock gets a bonus card, which could be important. If that bonus card is worth 3 or more, it's a better play. But I don't know. I'm looking at this board and I'm thinking, what bonus cards are there that are 3 or more? I've only got 9 birds down. If I did play the Woodstock, it's not great. It's really not great. There's so many bonus cards I could draw 0 on, and I look stupid. So they're definitely going to play something this last turn. I think they are going to try and spend the nectar in the grasslands. So if they are going to do that, and they're going to get to 6 nectar spent there, I suppose they could try and tie the wetlands, but it feels unlikely, given they know I can swing the grasslands. In that case, is it worth spending a food here? I think it might be worth spending a food to reset the tray. because if I only need 2 more nectar, it's every chance getting that on a reroll. So I'm going to do that. It's not often I do this. But I think I will take that gamble and see. There we go, 2 nectar. So that's worked out a treat. We'll grab our worm. Give them a seed. There's all the nectar. There's all the nectar that we've been looking for all game. Comes up on the last reroll. Very nice. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have the backup plan of the hummingbird. I think Woodstock's gonna go. Can we get a better option? No, we can't. Honestly, that could have been good for behaviorist if we had a white power in the bottom row. We don't. So yeah, it's going to be hummingbird. It's going to be a really weird hummingbird final play. But I think, yeah, it's got to be done. It's got to be done for the end of round goal. Basically, a net 6 points. So after all of that, after all that thinking and counting and stressing about the eggs, would I get something off the cowbird? It didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. But the important thing was that we thought about it. We considered the options. We gave ourselves the luxury of making a decision because you don't always have the luxury. There we go. That's the bird that we were looking for. Great prairie chicken. Very nice. So, okay, yeah, they're going to be doing, I would guess then, the red knot is going to go down with the goldfinch. But the good news is that with the nectar that I was able to gain on that previous turn, I can flip Grass's nectar through a combination of hummingbird and collared dove. So, hummingbird. First of all, goes in. What a weird looking board this is. What a weird looking board. We'll get our tucks. So yeah, collar dove in the end. We did get 10 tucks. So I'm happy with that. We did tie the end of round goal. And we did flip nectar. Which is very good. But okay, goldfinch time. Yeah, I think it is going to be it's going to be red knot. So really trying to work out what their bonus cards are. I mean, they've got 4 of them. I'm really hoping it's not I was going to say not bird counter, but I suppose they would only be getting 4 off that. I'm really hoping it's not endangered species. That's what I'm really hoping, because that's a lot of points. But yeah, there's a few good ones out there. I mean, omnivore they'd get a few points from. Obviously, always a nice one. Something like ecologist would be strong. Diet specialist, lots of big food cost birds down. So yeah, plenty of strong ones. Plenty of strong ones. So we'll see what this last players say. From the information I have, it'll be red knot because they did pick that up. But it could equally be another grassland play. Could be a forest play. Could be all manner of things. All manner of mystery birds that are picked up from the deck. But yeah, I can't tell you how how glad I am they did not have cassowary, because that would have been unfortunate. But there we go. Red knot indeed is the play. So yeah, another bonus card, man. This is lots of bonus cards coming through. Bonus cards can swing the game like you wouldn't believe. And I just have absolutely no idea what they got. So we're going to find out. We've got our points on the board. Being able to sweep the nectars, as I said early on in the game, huge, huge benefit to be able to do that. So we'll take that. And we'll jump into the final score. So I don't know which way this game's going to go. I really don't. I think we're going to be quite close on birds. Yeah, only 2 in it. How good are their bonus cards? 19 is strong. I think we did slightly worse on the end of round goals. We did. Tuck cards, though, they had a lot. We had a lot. We're going to drag it back somewhat. In fact, we're going to take the lead. And we know with the next points we're going to hold on. So, in the end, pretty comfortable win. 133 up against 109. So, I will take that. Pretty happy with that result from, as I say, a pretty weird looking board, but yeah, behaviorists coming through. Vardingray swallowed Galar, the 2 best birds we played, were the first 2 birds we played, and they carried us to the win here, thankfully, very, very nicely. So let's take a look at these bonus cards. Mechanical Engineer, always solid, 8 points. There is Ecologist, we did predict that one. Forest, a bit of a shame, 0 points. Well, Population Monitor, that's a tricky one, and to score 5 points is a good solid job. And Forest Data Analyst, yeah, it seems like maybe was it the Bustard and the Red Knot where you only pick 1. Those are the zeros. A little bit unfortunate there. And yeah, a little bit unfortunate, I think, not to get the full tuck that, of course, these 2 guys would have been looking for in the wetlands. not to be today, but yeah, in another game, in another situation, if Bioweave comes up, Mute Swan, any of those big mass tucking birds, copy that with Mockingbird, I am in big trouble. But equally, you know, on another day, I find Pleated Woodpecker, I find Eurasian Nutcracker, I find these other nice forest birds, and we get something really, really strong there. It was not quite what I had in mind, not quite as good, but we still got the big point birds down. Collared Dove came through, and yeah, comfortable win. 133, the final score. So fun game there, and of course, remember, you can go watch this game from the other perspective. You can go and see the two heads trying to take me on, try and maybe agree, maybe disagree. We'll see. I'm quite interested to watch their perspective back. You can do the same. I will link it in the video description, and I'll link it at the end of this video as well. So huge thanks, Adam and Aiden, for playing this game against me. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, if you haven't already, do go check out Bull Tuck, the Wingspan podcast. They have new episodes every single week talking about Wingspan. So yeah, if you like Wingspan, which if you're watching this channel, I'm guessing you do, then I think you'll like this podcast as well. So there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Do appreciate you sticking around and tuning in for this one. And yeah, I hope to see you again in another video very, very soon.